Good morning, dear students. I am Saif and I am recording this video to complete my quarterly examination syllabus. I am thankful to Reverend Father Ronald D'Souza, Principal St. Dominic Saviour English Medium School, for allowing and permitting me to record this video in order to complete my quarterly examination syllabus. As well as I am very grateful to Sister Lena, who helped me and guided me now and then. So this video is for my betterment of my students. Today school was closed because it was raining very heavily. So let's begin the chapter without any delay. I want to discuss about Java math classes. First of all, I want to give you the introduction. All the math related functions and methods are stored inside this class, and this is a part of java.lang package. Please remember and make a note of it. Whatever I am teaching, you need to note down in your class or copies as well. The first function which we are discussing is a Math.min. This function basically accepts two numbers of any type, integer or double or float, and it returns the minimum of the two numbers. If you provide one value as a double and another as an integer, definitely the resultant answer would be double. Definitely the minimum value is 2.5, but the answer will also be converted into the double. We will see the demonstration of it. I will show you the demonstration. Just have a look over here. If you look at here, x is 10, y is 20.5, system.out.println, math.min x comma y. This is just a message. Whatever is written inside the double quotation mark is a label or a message and shows what is this. So when this function runs, it will return you the minimum of x and y, which is 10. But the answer is not 10. Answer is 10.0. Okay, let's run this function. I've just compiled the code. I've compiled the code. Now I'm running it. Now you see the output is 10.0. Why it is 10.0? The reason is when any of the operand is higher type, other values will be promoted to higher type, available higher type. So integer will be promoted to double. I hope it is clear to everybody. Thank you very much. I am moving towards my next function, that is max. Similarly, it accepts two integer numbers or any type of value like any numbers, and it gives you the larger between the two numbers. So if you are passing 50 and 2.5, definitely answer would be 50.0. Again, the automatic type conversion or implicit type conversion takes place. Right? Let's take a look. I'm copying this and I'm running the same, Control C and P. Just to see here. Math.max. This is just a message. Do not get confused. Even it is not required. Okay. Max. X comma y. See the output. I'm just commenting it. Control S, Control K, compiled. Go back to the code. Run. The output is in front of you. This is 20.0. Why it is 20.0? Look at the code again. 20.0 or what? 20.5. This is the answer is 20.5, definitely, because what you have passed, you will get the answer accordingly. So this is the story of min and max. I'm moving to the next function, that is SQRT. It is very important function. Normally what happened in class 10th also in board exam computer science, there is a question like this. Can you see this question? Under root a square minus b square or under root x or something like that. So how would you write these arithmetic expressions in Java? For this, you have to use SQRT function. This function accepts any expression or any number and it will give you the square root value and that answer will be in double. But the one point that has to be very clear and you must clear in your mind that if you pass any negative value to it, it will always give you an n, not a number. So not a number. and it will always give you the answer in double. Let's look at the exercise. Math dot. Now it is not required. I'm just directly doing all these things. So it's not required even. Math.sqrt. Let's say 25. And one more function with a negative value, minus 25. See the answer. First will be the output. The output is 5.0 and second one is NaN. The reason is second value is negative, so answer is NaN, not a number. Or you can say no error. It is not an error, keep in mind. It is a message that the output is not numeric type output. It is something non-numerical. So it is a symbol for not numeric. I hope it is clear. So this is the use of SQRT. But how would you write it? How to solve this question? Okay, so very simple. We have to use Math.sqrt in bracket A into A minus B into B. Simple as that. Second one, Math.sqrt in bracket X. Very simple. Third question, under root B square minus 4AC divided by 2A. This statement could be written in two parts. Math.sqrt B into B minus 4 into A into C. This is the first part. Second part, 2 star. Hope that it is clear. Now the third function which we are discussing. Is CBRT. CBRT function is used to perform cube root of a given number. It accepts any number or any expression, mathematical expression, and it will give you the output in double and give you the cube root value. So 27 becomes 3.0, 64 becomes 4.0, and now purposely I have written a negative value. There is no problem in cube root. It will always give you a proper answer, minus 5.0. I hope it is clear. So let's take a look in BlueJ with one example. So I am just changing it CBRT. Now this is 125. This is also minus 125. Let's take a look. What is the output? Compile and run, and your output is here 5.0 and minus 5.0. Till now, mostly all the functions are returning double. And now we are moving to the next fifth function called POW, power function. This function is used whenever you want to perform x to the power y, a to the power b, some sort of questions, and it always return you answer in double. First parameter is base and second parameter is exponent, right? And you can give any value, especially power in a negative term. So if this question is given in this way, see, whenever the power is small, like square or cube, no problem. But when the power is too big, for example, 2 to the power 2 into 10 to the power minus 15, 2 into 10 to the power minus 20, or 6.028 into 10 to the power 23, something like that. Okay, so in that case, it is very difficult to write 23 times zeros. Okay, so my point is that how would you write such type of things? So in order to write such type of expression, we go with POW function. Okay, so let's take a look how the POW work. It always gives you answer in double. So let's say 5 comma 3. What is the answer? And here it is POW. POW, pound. Similarly, one more function, POW. And here I'm putting 2 comma, this is our base, minus 2. What is the answer? Answer would be 2 divide by, or 1 divide by, basically it is going to perform like that. I'll show you. Very simple. Now what happened? In this case, what happened? 2 raised to power minus 2. In mathematics, whenever the power is in negative, you put it into the positive, like this. 1 upon 2 raised to power. So it becomes 1 upon 4. So when you divide 1 by 4, it will be like this. 4 2s are 8. Okay. And then 4 5s are 20. Like this. So the answer is minus 2. Answer is 0.25. So this is the way it is going to solve it. And you see the answer will be 0.25. I'll show you this. So Control K and then go back to the library, run it. The output is, check the output. I hope it is clear. Now, see the output. The output is 125.0 and the second one is giving you 0.2. I hope it is clear. Okay, let's move on to the next function. I will try my level. I'm trying to reduce the length of this recording so that it is easy to watch. Okay, and I will make a second part so that uh, it will be efficient and easy to watch, because lengthy videos are usually ignored by the students and the viewers.